In this video, we'll talk about how to make the Wavy mug for the consumer product challenge you have chosen in class. So if we take a look, our original drawing is roughly this idea, 4.5 inches in height. We have a difference from the max diameter to the minimum diameter. So we're going to come over to Onshape and we're going to create a sketch. I'm going to place it on my front plane. Now I know the mug itself, the center axis point of this is going to be 4.5 inches. So I'm going to make that 4.5 inch line. The bottom diameter of this mug, we said is going to be 3 inches. And the top diameter of this mug is going to be 3.5 inches. Now, because we're dealing with diameter, I already made my first mistake. This line should have been 1.75, and this one should have been 1.5 because we need to draw the radius because we're revolving here. Now, you could freehand with the spline tool, which is fine, or you could use guidelines as well for your to draw your spline. So if I choose the end of here, and let's say here, here, I think it was something like this, and here. I can then hit my escape button. I now have maneuverability with this. So I need to exit my tool, and I can maneuver these points to get something, more of a design that I was looking for. Now, we could do something like that. And again, this is where your artistic interpretation really comes in. I'm going to come here to my revolve tool. That center face is selected, so I'm going to click on revolve axis. Now I'm going to click on my center line, which to revolve this around. There we go. So as I take a look, I have this interesting coffee shape that we've decided, mug shape, and I'm not going to choose to do the top quite yet. What I'm going to look at is doing my handle on this now. So I'm going to go back into that original sketch, and I'm going to look where I want to attach this handle. So if we're looking at the center here, right, I'm just going to drop a point to roughly where I want to attach that handle there. And we'll say roughly that I want to attach my handle here as well. And I just want to get the general idea. And the reason I'm choosing this area is it's the thicker portion of the cup. So I'm going to say roughly 0.6, and I'm going to make note of that. So when I put my planes down, it's going to be 0.6 up, and I'm going to do the same here. And just to make it symmetrical, we'll go 0.6 at that point as well. And what I'm going to need to know now is what is the radius to the end of that cup. So this is not something I'm going to change. This is something I'm going to use my drawing tools here just to figure out what the radius is at that intersection point. So the top one is 2.109 on this example, and this is going to differ based on how you changed your, or how you did your arc. And the bottom one we can see is 1.796. That's, again, this is going to be important when figuring out the radius for this to put our plane down. So you're going to notice I really didn't do anything in changing my sketch. I just wanted to find out where those points were. As you can take a look now, I have those points. And later on, if you don't like the design of the line, we can delete those off. So now that I have my measurements, I'm going to go about and setting the planes on to put my handle on, which I'll cover in the next video.